Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Pickowitz with your Thursday math lesson. So we are working on lesson 23 today, and that is 9, counting to 9 and writing 9. So before we get started, we're going to review our skywriting and our number formation poems. So you can say these with me until we get to 8 and 9. Then those will stop and you can echo and I say, you say. Get your fingers ready so we can do our skywriting. So we can all practice writing our numbers in the sky together. We're going to start with 0. Curve from the top. Be a hero. Close the loop. Make a 0. One more time. Curve from the top. Be a hero. Close the loop. Make a 0. Good. Now we're going to move on to number 1. Top to bottom. Now you're done. You just wrote the number 1. Top to bottom. Now you're done. You just wrote the number 1. We're going to do 2. Ready? You ready? Half a moon. There's more to do. Slide to the right. Now that's a 2. Half a moon. There's more to do. Slide to the right. Now that's a 2. Good job. It's my favorite one. Gonna do number 3. Backward C, backward C. That's how you make a 3. Backward C, backward C. That's how you make a 3. Great job. Now we are on 4. And 4, we're going to trace down the side, cross the middle for fun, top to bottom. Now you're done. Trace down the side, cross the middle for fun, top to bottom. Now you're done. Just made a number 4. Let's put 5 up there because 5 can be a little tricky. So 5, we're going to trace down the side, curve like that, back to the top. Now give it a hat. Trace down the side, curve like that, back to the top. Now give it a hat. Good job. Number 6. Monkey's tail needs a fix. Come on, let's make a 6. Monkey's tail needs a fix. Come on, let's make a 6. Good job. 7. Cross the sky, down from heaven. That's how you make a 7. Across the sky, down from heaven. That's how you make a 7. All right, for 8, you can repeat after me. That's okay. It's new. You ready? We're going to make an S. Do not stop. Right back up. And an 8 you've got. Make an S. Do not stop. Right back up. And an 8 you've got. 9's easy, but I say it, you say it. Ready? A hoop and a line. That's the way we make a 9. A hoop and a line. That's how we make a 9. Good. So we just made our numbers. We did skywriting for 0 to 9. Good, good, good. So I want you to get your papers out. You should have 2 for lesson 23. Some of you might have it on the front and the back. and some of you might have it on 2 pages, but lesson 23, and one of the papers should have bugs and diamonds. The other paper should have bugs and squares, and it'll still say lesson 23. Good. So we're going to start working on this. Okay, friends, so you only need some crayons. We're not going to need a pencil today. We can do math, all of our math in crayon. And you know I like to change my colors up, so I've got a few crayons out. So we are going to count. The other day, the past couple of days, we've been counting to 8. We've had a 5 group, which is like one of our hands, 5 fingers on one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 5 group. And then we've been adding to our 5 group. And so when we were adding to our 5 group and counting to 8, we'd have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'd add 6, 7, 8. Because if we already know there's 5 there, then we don't have to count all those, because we can look at it and tell that that's 5. Like you can look at your hand and know there's 5 fingers on it. You can look at a 5 group and know that there's 5, especially when it's in a nice neat row and it makes an array. So we are going to read the directions, count, and circle how many. So we're going to count all the bugs. It doesn't want us to color anything yet. We're just going to count them. 1, remember to touch each bug when you count it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 bugs. They want us to circle the 9. This is not a 9, it's a 7. This is not our 9, it's an 8. Aha, this is our 9. So we're going to circle that number. That is our 9, because it said count and circle how many. Now it says to color 5. But we know we have a 5 group, right? We have a nice, neat group, a nice, neat array of 5. Yeah, that's this group, our first group. So we're going to color the bugs in our first group. Then when we're done, we're going to count them to double check our work. You can count as you color too, but we should already know that this is 5 just by looking at it, because we're learning what a 5 group is. So I'm going to color all these bugs. I want you to color with me. And I'm coloring my bugs. I don't like bugs, but I'm coloring them anyway, because that's what my directions say. Coloring my bugs. Color my bugs. Okay, now I'm going to count my bugs just to make sure that I color 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. We colored 5 bugs. We counted. We had 9 bugs. They're in a 5 group, and they're in a nice, neat array. Nice, neat rows. You got a row here, and then a row next to it. So now we're going to come down here, and we're going to look at our diamonds. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to count and circle how many. I want a different color. So let's count our diamonds, and we're going to touch each one when we count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. We have 9 diamonds. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to look at my numbers. I have to circle 9 because I have 9 diamonds. Is this a 9? No. Is this our 9? No. Very good. This is our 9. So we circled this because this is the number 9, and we have 9 diamonds. Now we also have to color 5. Yes, very good. We have another 5 group in our picture. Did you see the 5 group? Right here on top. This is our 5 group. We have 2 rows here. It's still an array. It's still nice and neat and all together and organized. They just made this one under instead of next to. But the top row is our 5 group. So we're going to color the diamonds in the top row. And when we're all done coloring the diamonds in the top row, we'll double check our work and count to make sure that we colored 5 like our directions said. So I'm coloring my diamonds. This is a really pretty color, blue. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. 5 diamonds. That's what our direction said was to color 5. And that's our 5 group. So it was easiest to color those. Alright, so we're going to move down to the bottom. We have 2 boxes. And in our box, it says draw 4 circles to the right. So we already have some circles here. And a tower. A nice, neat tower. They're going up and down. They're in a column. So now we're going to come over here. We're going to draw 4 circles next to them. 1, 2, count as you draw them. 3, 4. Good. It says draw 4 circles to the right. So we did. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it says count all the circles. So now we have to count all the circles. Did I just hear somebody say we have a 5 group? We do. We have a 5 group. So we already know there's 5 circles in the 5 group. So we could just say, oh, that's 5. I know that's 5 because that's a 5 group. So I don't need to count that. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to start with 6 because 6 comes after 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Just come over here and make a 9. So make a hoop, then a line, and that's a 9. Now if you want to double check and make sure, you can count all of them, and that's fine. But if you can look at it and you know it's a 5 group, then you can just say that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if you're not sure yet, and it's okay, you can count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Now, let's come over here. The directions are the same, except we don't have a column, we don't have a tower. We have a row. They're going across. Draw 4 circles below. So we're going to draw 4 circles below under our row. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to count all the circles. And so if you already know that this is our 5 group, then you can start with 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can make a hoop and a line, and that's how we make a 9. If you're not sure it's a 5 group, it's okay. You can count all of them. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You just have to make sure you touch each one when you count it. Recognizing our 5 groups makes it easier and faster to count. So now we're going to go to the back. And we're going to start over here with the bugs. Ooh, I already heard somebody's brain turning and thinking, yeah, there's no 5 groups on this page. But that's okay. Everything's not going to be in 5 groups. our directions say color 3. So we're going to color 3. Yes, there's 3 in each one. Yeah, 3 in each row. Very good. We're going to color 3. We're going to color the top 3. So color 1 bug, 2 bugs, 3 bugs. Then we're going to count and circle how many. So we have to count all the bugs and then circle the number at the bottom that shows how many. So let's count all of them and touch them when you count them. We can't just start with 5 because we don't have a 5 group. We have to count all the bugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, 9 bugs. So now we have to find the number 9 so we can circle the number 9. That's not our 9. That's not our 9. Good. That's our 9. We have 9 bugs and we have 1, 2, 3 rows with 1, 2, 3 in each row. So we have an array. They're so nice and neat and organized. All right, now we're going to look at our squares over here and do the same thing. We're going to color 3. And we're going to color the 3 on the top row. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we colored 3 like it said. Now we're going to count and circle how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have to circle our 9. That's not our 9. Hold on. That's not our 9. That is our 9. Very good. So we're going to circle the 9 because that shows how many squares we have. We have 9 squares. And just like the bugs, they're in 1, 2, 3 rows of 3. So we're going to come down here to the box. We have one more thing to do. We're going to color 3. So we're going to color 3 circles. And we'll color the first 3, the top row, the top 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We have 3 circles. Draw 2 circles to finish the last row. So see down here on the last row, there's only 1 circle. They want us to draw 2 more circles to finish the last row. So there's 3 in each one. So we're going to draw 1 circle and 2 circles. Count how many. Now they want us to count how many circles there are and the ones that we drew. So how many there are all together. So we're going to touch as we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we have 9 circles. So we're going to make a 9, a hoop, and a line. And that's how you make a 9. Great job, boys and girls, with your 9s. So that's math today. And I will see you tomorrow for lesson 24. Bye, friends.